Hi folks, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we're cooking with Oma. This super sweet grandma is going to teach me her wartime recipe for apple pancakes and a few lessons about life. My name is Polly. Growing up, my family didn't spend much time cooking together, and I never inherited a cookbook of time-honored recipes. So I'm on a mission to meet everyday people from the community and learn the amazing stories behind their cherished recipes, in order to build a cookbook that one day I can pass on. Welcome to Generation Kitchen.
I'm nominating my grandmother, Oma Maria. She usually just goes by Oma, even if you're family or not. These apple pancakes are actually something that my great-grandmother would have taught my grandmother how to make. So my grandparents both grew up in the occupied Netherlands. They were about 6 years old when the German soldiers occupied that part of Europe. They had very little supplies. The German soldiers would come and actually take supplies from the farm, but the kids would hide eggs and the kids would hide the flour, and they would keep it so that if someone stopped by after curfew, my great-grandmother basically could have fed them and housed them for the night. You look back at it now and you're going, how on earth did this happen? But it's something that they actually lived through. And so I think it's really important to take away these really special moments of just happiness and love, and remember that even in the darkest times, those moments still exist. And I think the pancakes are a really simple connection to that past.
Let's get started.
Yeah, let's get with it. I need the glass bowl.
Yes, the bowl first.
Yeah, and the eggs and the sugar.
Now this is practically a secret ingredient because we had such a hard time getting some. So how do you find it all the time?
In the Dutch store.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Let's get cracking.
Perfect. So when did you first make these pancakes?
Well, that was always a story at home. Pancakes were very common because we had our own meal, or flour, and we had our own eggs and milk and butter.
And is there a reason that you use vanilla sugar instead of regular?
Oh, it just brings a bit of vanilla flavor to the flour.
Yeah. Starting to get nice and frothy.
Yeah. How many pancakes we gonna make?
I'm not sure. Is it about a spoon per pancake?
Spoon and a half.
Spoon and a half, okay.
At home, we always had pancakes, always. My mother made them special during the war. We had so many people that were hungry.
Right.
And my mother would cook a meal, but there would be people coming by, sitting on the doorstep that were hungry, and we would just make a pancake. We didn't have no luxury, so that was the easiest way to feed people. I got to peel the apple now.
Right now?
Yeah.
You want to peel it while you're waiting for the milk?
Yeah, on one apple is okay because it's big.
Yes, they are quite
It's
big.
a very big apple.
And you just use a knife? No
I
cutter or
just
anything?
used the knife. The apples, that was a story. We had in the neighborhood a few neighbors that had big orchards, and we would give the apples to the soldiers. And the eggs, that's another story.
Were the eggs
As
chipped?
kids, we weren't used to candy or chocolate bar. So when the soldiers were placed at our place, and there were many of them, and the canteen was there, as kids we would sneak in the chicken coop get some eggs and bring them to the soldiers, and they would give us a chocolate bar
Oh, wow.
for the eggs, and then we would run up the road to the neighbors and share the chocolate bar. And we each got a little square. And we were so happy. And then at night, my mother would say when we all together, I don't know what's wrong with the chickens today, but they didn't lay too much. And oh, she knew what we were up to.
Oh, she knew?
She knew.
So we've put all our ingredients together. We've
Yeah.
cut up the apple and popped it in there. And so you were adding a bit more milk than we thought we were maybe gonna need. So how do you know when the pancakes are the right consistency? Like when are they ready to go on?
Well, if I get the big spoon,
Yeah?
yeah, I'll show you how we know that it got to be liquidy. I can
Okay.
use more even.
Do you want more? I can
Yeah,
pass you some more. yeah?
Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I never measure anything, that's my problem.
I don't know if that's a problem. That sounds like a skill. I need to measure everything.
I never do.
So we're just looking for the right consistency, for it to be nice and liquidy.
Yeah.
Lots of pieces of apple.
That it would spread nicely and even when you bake it. Okay, we
All
can
right.
bake it now.
Okay. Here is your batter.
Put first some oil in, because otherwise the butter will burn.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. All right, and then just a little knob of butter, just to coat the bottom of the pan.
Yep,
So how do you know when the pan is hot enough?
that's very simple. You just take very little. No, it's not hot enough.
Oh, okay. So what would we be looking for? Do you want it to like sizzle right away or?
Well, that's hard to say, but see the little bubbles in them?
Yes.
Now we're gonna cook our first pancake. See, that runs nicely, and since this pan is big,
We're gonna do a big one.
it's gonna be a nice big one. My father used to call me Pancakes
Oh yeah? Why did he call you pancakes?
because the first one is always a mistake. But you see all these bubbles coming?
Yes.
And when the pan is full of bubbles, the pancake, you can flip it.
Okay.
This one is even better.
Is it okay if I try to make the next one?
Oh, you should. Okay.
Come over here.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about up.
Oh.
First the oil.
I
a
almost
little
forgot.
bit. Just a little bit.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then some butter.
And some butter. Now we're just eyeballing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you let that melt and swish it around a bit.
There we go.
And this is so good if you sprinkle some icing sugar on. So good.
That does sound really good. All right. I don't know if I can make one as big as you do.
Well, then just do one scoop.
All right.
You can do it. Level it out a little bit. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Good.
All right.
Now, the only thing I can see is the apples are all on one side. So we move them around a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, so that every bite has some apple in it.
Yeah.
I used
Oh, it's nice that somebody is taking over.
Yeah. You get a little break.
Yeah, I think you can turn it. Okay, flop.
Flop.
Good, good, good. Look at that, that's the best one.
The pan's
Yeah, the
really
pan
heated up.
got to be warm enough. That's good,
That's good to know, though.
yeah.
Now that we've got our pancakes, we're going to go ahead and take a bite. Try out the delicious apple
and
pancakes.
we should maybe turn off the stove.
Stove is off.
Okay. I always seem to come back to the apple pancake. I don't know why. And I'm very thankful to be shared that with anybody who enjoyed pancakes. Anything that I know, I like to share with people. If you work hard and be caring, you can do wonders in this world.
Nice pancakes, Ohms. Do we have a fork and knife? Let's eat this. Come on,
Yeah,
I'm
we have
hungry.
some forks right over there.
You know, I go for the ones with the more syrup on it. Good.
Those are some good pancakes, Ohms.
Cooking with Oma, I learned that behind even the simplest recipes, there can be an amazing story that brings us back to a history long past. By sharing these stories and the dishes that come with them, we can learn that even in the darkest of times, the world can be a beautiful place where the spirit of sharing can light the way for others, if we just open our hearts.